Friends who masturbate often know this. Instead, they're killing people on the plane. When others saw this, they quickly opened the cage. Finally, under the siege of the brothers, and on the other side, on the streets of Colombia, $2,000 reward for shooting a police officer. Police Inspector 1000. The prize amount exceeds 1 billion. Man promises. He is Colombia's most famous drug lord. Pablo at his peak. At the same time, in order to ensure time efficiency, only saw. Then used guns to suppress those who resisted. The transport plane roared in. At this time, the vendors have been waiting for a long time. Removed. In Colombia. But after shipping to the United States, turn 1 kilogram into 3 kilograms. Money comes so fast, like a tornado. After transporting the goods, they just threw them where they were. At the same time, there are countless mansions and planes. To this end, the weapons and equipment are not inferior to those of the government troops, but want a rich spiritual pursuit. In order to win the support of more people, 2,000 houses built. He also invited the famous host Curly Girl to help him promote. I learned that the curly-haired girl is going through a marital crisis, hanging around with many women. We're going out you looking to be his wife. The curly-haired girl soon became happy with Pablo, attend various upper-class gatherings to reward the curly-haired girl. In the end, I threw all my clothes away. On the other hand, America is plagued by drugs. Call for an open extradition policy to the United States. To resist extradition, he first spent a lot of money on campaign donations. Successfully elected as a member of the House of Representatives. Newly appointed Justice Minister. Not qualified to enter management at all. It was also exposed in newspapers. Not long after. But he spent too much money on one hand. Chilling. Then, first to shoot the newspaper editor, who exposed the dirt on himself. Police alumni. He was so frightened that he suffered a heart attack and died suddenly on the spot. He is mainly a guest, established a system of offering rewards at different levels to assassinate police officers. Hundreds of policemen were brutally murdered. They quickly dispatched special operations teams to the slums. Two suspicious ghetto youths. The arrested youths do not need to go through trial. I will definitely become Pablo's person in the future. Hundreds of young people died tragically in the special operation. So, become a commanding officer of the Drug Enforcement Administration. After some searching, I found Pablo's hiding place. As a result, he was instantly beaten into pieces. Under siege by pigeons. Crash on the spot. He was beaten until his butt was naked and he ran away. After escaping death, he's threatening on television that from now on, instead use explosives. And how do we know that you are really Pablo Wacol video? And know someone else pretending to him? To you by getting you and your family tonight. And what do you think, would that be enough? Hey, heard this. And Pablo does what he says. Indoor crowded areas. A wisp of smoke shoots straight into the sky. Under the pressure of public opinion at home and abroad. in the face of government weakness. But at the same time, 3 conditions are proposed. Suspension of extradition treaty with the United States. So in 1991, covering an area of thousands of square meters, professional players come to play with him every week until he got tired of playing. There are even beautifully dressed girls. Might as well be a resort. Eat, drink, be merry, and enjoy yourself. Unexpectedly. So I tried to get more benefits from him. He dismembered them alive in anger. It reached the ears of the media. They think the government is an accomplice. So they decided to move Pablo to a military prison. After getting the news, Pablo had already fled. Pablo is no longer the same person. Then use this to dismantle Pablo's power that covers the sky with one hand. And then fight together against Pablo. As long as it has something to do with Pablo, then they will be brutally killed. Lived a life of hiding in Tibet. Did not expect? Monitor soft control. He knew he was being monitored. Fortunately, the call time is short. Pablo's hiding place on my son's birthday. And this time, a large number of soldiers thundered out. He seems to have lost his mind now. His life mottos. Listen, you have to learn this. Then you have to make them respect you. Then make them fear you. Understand. Understand. At this time, there were footsteps outside the door. Pablo signaled his men to jump out of the window and escape. Explosions sounded. It calmed down again after a few seconds. Lying on the messy rubble. Is Pablo bad? Pablo committed many despicable crimes, but it also helped a large number of civilians. His life is legendary. It is difficult to define it in 1 or 2 sentences. Because of the house he built. Therefore, he is called a generational hero. I am Coke.